right. I have now turned the recorders on. You can always say pass if you don't want to answer a question for any reason.
Okay.
First, we will start with your early life experiences. What is your earliest memory of being interested in any STEM topic?
I remember being like very young, probably like 4 or 5, and my grandfather gave me this book about like space and like astronomy and stuff, and I remember being too young to like read it very well, so I had to him like read it to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
After that point, were you encouraged, discouraged, or neither in pursuing that line of interest?
Encouraged.
By family members?
Yeah, like my parents and like my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How did they show their encouragement?
They just like if I wanted like books or like toys or something that was like related to like science, they would like give it to me for my birthday or whatever, or like if I asked questions about stuff like that, they would try and like explain it to me the best they could. And yeah, just like supported me like that.
Okay. What were your experiences in math in elementary school like?
I hated math a lot. I wasn't terrible at it, I just dislike it a lot.
Do you think it had to do with how the class was taught, like intrinsic interest, teaching quality?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really remember how the class was taught. I've really never been interested in math. I've always been like decent enough at it to like pass, but not like great.
Okay. What were your experiences in science in elementary school like?
I really loved it a lot. I remember, I think it was like 1st or 2nd grade when we started like having science classes, and I remember like learning before school started that we were gonna get to learn science like in school, and I was very excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much did you enjoy your science classes in particular?
I really liked them. I feel like I learned a lot, and I was like very excited to be like learning about it in school.
How difficult did you find science?
It was super easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you feel about like science teaching quality?
I feel like I had pretty good teachers. Like they taught stuff that I thought was interesting, and they explained things well from what I remember.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What role, if any, did your family members play in your decision to pursue college?
So both of my parents didn't graduate college the first time they went, and my mom went back to school when I was a little kid, so she was always like, you need to go to college, and like you need to get a degree the first time, like, but you need to do something you like. And so I'd always liked science, so she was like, you should do that. So she always supported me and always like my mother especially like encouraged me to go to college, and like helped me like register for SATs and stuff, and like made me study for them and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What role, if any, did family members play in your decision to become a STEM major in particular?
I remember extended family always told me that it was a good idea because you will definitely make money, because there would definitely be jobs available, which is probably true. I don't know. But yeah. Like my mom and my grandfather were both pretty like encouraged me, because they're like, they could tell that it's what I like to do. So they're like, oh, you should do that because you like it, and because you'll probably make money. That was pretty much it.
Okay, so my question, what role, if any, did your friends play in your decision to pursue college?
I don't know. I think most of my friends went to college or like planned on going to college. So it was just kind of like what everyone did. So it was just kind of like the status quo. So I guess they set the status quo that you would go to college.
What about in you having a STEM interest, becoming a STEM major in particular?
So in high school I was on a competitive science team, so most of my friends were on that with me. And we all ended up majoring in STEM, I'm pretty sure. Everyone that I know have majored in STEM. So we just kind of like, we didn't really talk about it that much, but I think we just kind of like assumed that's what we were all going to do, because that's what we were interested in high school.
Oh, okay, so your friend group.
Yeah, my friend group, we all majored in STEM.
Okay. What about any influence on you going to college or becoming a STEM major? Any influence from people who they might have been like close to your age, but not necessarily close friends, like teammates or classmates?
They didn't really have an influence on my major, I don't think. I always liked STEM classes in high school, like science, especially in high school. So like most of the people in those classes also majored in STEM or something similar. So I don't know. We just all kind of did the same thing.
Okay. What role did your teachers or other authority figures play in your decision to pursue college?
I think all my once I got like junior and senior year, I took mostly AP classes, and those are pretty like at my school they were geared towards trying to get you ready for college and stuff. So most of them just kind of like assumed if you're taking the class, you're going to go to college. So I think they just kind of structured it in a way that they thought best mimicked college courses. Yeah.
Okay. Any role from teachers or other authority figures in you becoming a STEM major in particular?
So on my science team, my biology teacher was like the coach for the team, and I was pretty close to him, and he majored in biology when he was an undergrad. So, I don't know, he just talked to me about that and kind of like, I don't know if he encouraged me, just was like, oh, if you like that, you should do that.
Okay. He had specific conversations with you, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Any influence from other maybe less direct authority figures? Principals, religious leaders, some people had like career counselors in high school.
We didn't really have career counselors. We had like some, I think when I was in like 8th grade, we had like a career planning day in like my computer class, where we like picked a school and like planned what major and like career we wanted or whatever. So that kind of like helped me think about it more probably.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it.
Okay, during elementary and middle school, did you participate in any other STEM activities besides those that were required?
Yeah, so I also did the competitive science team. I did a math team too, but I quit because I don't like math. Yeah, but I think that was it. Yeah, I just did like science, like competitive stuff.
Can you tell me what grades those were?
7th and 8th grade.
Okay. All right, next we will discuss more general STEM experiences. Can you think of any barriers you encountered in entering college?
So one was not necessarily a barrier, but more of a factor in deciding was like financial aid. Mm-hmm. So I was very like conscious of like which schools I applied to based on like, well, distance. Also, because I knew if it was outside, my family lives in Texas, so like, I knew if it was outside of Texas, like transportation would become like a cost factor. So I mostly looked inside of Texas, and then at places that I knew would get like a good financial aid package.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that was it. Like my family and my school like supported me pretty well for like getting to college and like preparing and everything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any barriers to you declaring a STEM major in particular?
No, I think I'd always been like pretty like encouraged to do it by my family and friends.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What helped you in your goal to enter college?
What helped me with what?
In your goal to enter college.
Oh, goal to enter college.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I think you said goal to enter college. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry.
Is there anything in particular that helped you declare, like feel comfortable, feel able to declare a STEM major in particular when you were in high school?
I guess like I'd always done pretty well in my STEM classes, and I'd always liked them. And I had some extra practice from the like science team that I did. So I felt pretty comfortable like declaring, and it was pretty much the only thing I'd ever like really been interested in for a long time, like sustained interest in. So yeah, that was pretty much how I made my decision.
Okay. Okay, if you had to tell me, broadly speaking, what influenced you to declare a STEM major?
I've just like always been interested in biology, like pretty much my whole life. And when I was in high school, I took chemistry and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, there's a major that has the words biology and chemistry in it. So like, I'll do that. That was pretty much my thought process.
Okay. How prepared were you for STEM classes at Rise based on your high school experience?
So I think I was pretty well prepared for like problem solving classes. So like chemistry, I feel fairly prepared for because it's mostly problem solving. But like biology, I did not feel prepared for because I kind of coasted by in high school based on like stuff I just always known from like my science team and stuff. So in college, when we have to like study stuff, it's not just problem solving. That's been really difficult to just like learn how to study. I don't think I've figured it out yet, but yeah, that's been the hardest part.
Were you surprised by that?
I thought I was good at studying, but I'm not.
Okay. I know you touched on this a little, but what are your biggest STEM interests? These can be as specific as a single subfield or as broad as all STEM disciplines.
I've always been so I used to be interested in like astronomy, I think, before I realized how much math was involved, and then I was like, no, I don't want to do that as a career. So then I was like, okay, biology I've always been pretty good at. And then, like I said, once I took chemistry in high school, I was like, okay, I like this. Like, I didn't realize that biochemistry was not the same thing as just biology and chemistry together. It's like its own thing. So like coming to college helped me realize that, and I'm like,